All right, folks. I like a little Papa Roach. So, welcome to another edition of On the Icebox with Iceberg. I'm your boy Iceberg. My guest tonight is from Canada, and his builds are none like no other. We'll get to dive in the mind of Nico Bricks, very young man, and he falls in between an A fall and a T fall. So he's about 18 years old. His builds are phenomenal, and I'm not just saying that because he's a guest tonight. Did my scout, did my homework, very phenomenal, and you're getting ready to see what I mean. So without further ado, Nico, welcome to On the Icebox. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing very good, man.
Good. What goes on in your part of town, my man?
And man, it's cold. It's cold, man. It's cold.
Right. Oh, I could dig it, man. I could definitely dig it, man.
It's cold.
Yeah, we had our share of that up this way, and I think we're just breaking even now. I think today was a 50-degree weather, so no snow on the ground, so I think we're just breaking even. So
we got like 3 feet of snow.
Oh wow, yeah, we had that like almost like 2 days ago. So yeah, the weather's topsy-turvy over here. So yeah, it's not fun. It's a lot of Lego time when you get snow days. It's a lot of Lego time. So
absolutely.
So man, what's the $1 million question, man? How'd you get started in Lego, man? And how old were you?
I don't know, man. It's as simple as it's the first toy that I ever got, and I just stick with it since like 5 or 6 years old. That'd be really it. Really, like my mom was just like, "Yo, do you want that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want that." Because like, yeah, you all say like, "Oh yeah, I want that," and
right.
Just always stuck with it. That's why I'm so deep into it. It's just I never quit.
Okay, that's good stuff, man. I wish I would have started younger, man. Your builds are very advanced. I mean, I definitely have a lot of questions. So you establish your projects that you're doing or your town that you're doing. It's based on an English town, and so everything around that is from England, from the UK.
Yeah.
What are your when you finish that project? What are your Lego aspirations? What's the next big adventure for you?
Well, for sure, this big thing is made to be modular, so it fits in my car. It was made to be fit in my car, and I'm gonna go back to Brick Fair, Virginia. Fit it.
Okay.
Last 2 summers, I went there. There's like a video on Beyond the Brick. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think there's like 1 million views on that thing.
Yeah, it is.
And anyways, I'm getting like that part 2.
Okay.
More tall, like taller, and then more detail. And we're getting it.
Awesome deal. So how would you describe your work, your Lego work? How would you describe that?
I'd say to the most detail. I pay attention to the most, like to the very small detail. And that guy that's gonna be like, that brick's too scratch. I'm switching it.
Okay.
I don't know. I try to be as most of quality I can. Like I'd say I always rebuild something that's like maybe 3 times or something. Like I build it and then destroy it, build it, and then I'm like, oh, I'm more satisfied, and I just destroy it again.
That's a fast way of learning. That's good.
Exactly.
That's real good. Yeah, that's real good. Yeah. You belong in any Lego clubs? Any or it's just you? No?
Fortunately not. In my city, there's not. Well, I mean, as I'm aware of, I didn't see any.
Okay.
That's why I'm just like, I'll try to make an Instagram because like it's still pretty new, and I think it's like 3 or 4 months old. I was just like, I'll try to show my stuff, and maybe I'll find people.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like I said before, I had a young man, same age as you. He's from Canada. I think he's Toronto. I think he was in Toronto. His name is Bricks to Go. He's on Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
I know him.
yeah, yeah, awesome guy. Very, very good friend of mine. Very good friend. Um, so what's unique about your building process?
Sometimes I draw the pattern, like the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, but usually it's more like a free building, just trying to get a shape. Like
Hmm.
most of the, like, just by example, like the vehicles are more like of a replica than something that's more like creative.
Okay.
So I'd say I go on Google, try to find the best image of what I'm trying to do, and just
Hmm.
hope for the best.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And
been working out for you, man. It's been working out for you.
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Especially for the underground. The underground, I think I nailed it
Hmm.
almost perfectly. Especially the
Yeah.
face, like the front of it.
Hmm.
That's maybe that is most I'm the most proud of, and uh,
Okay.
maybe the mail truck, but it's not done yet, so can't show.
Okay. Right. Right. You plenty of time. Plenty of time. So, do you have any other hobbies outside that you may bring over into your mocks, like a little bit?
Not really. Like I have some other hobbies, but
Hmm.
not. They don't really connect to Lego. I'd say.
Okay. What you
I'd say
got, man?
I'm a watch collector.
Okay. Okay. What type of watches you collect?
Well, I work at a fossil store. I don't know if you got one close to you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I work there, so I got a
Okay.
kind of a collection of that store.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I got to take my watch back, man. Well, it's due for a new battery anyhow. It's one of the Q smartwatch. I gotta
Okay.
take
Yeah.
that thing back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool. Those are cool. I'm
Yep.
more of like an automatic guy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So is building therapeutic for you, or you do this just for kicks, for fun?
Honestly, I just do it because I have a lot of free time.
Right. Okay.
It's like right now I'm in high school, last
Okay.
year, grad year,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I'm partly in high school, partly in university at the same time because I had too much free time for high school because I had like two classes.
Okay.
And between those classes, like between high school and because university is at night, morning is high school,
Yeah.
afternoon I got building time.
Okay. So a little in between time. Okay. All right. You got a full schedule there, though.
Exactly, kills time.
All right. So, let's see. What was your most difficult project, sir?
For sure. Hmm. Honestly, I'd say it's not been a harder project, but it will be a hard project. It's
Hmm.
in my old build that I bought to Virginia 2 years ago. I
Hmm.
built an elevator in it that's like fully functional,
Okay.
and this one is gonna have a three elevators shaft,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to put it on the same motor and put like the Mindstorm in it so I can actually control it with my computer. That's
Right.
gonna be something.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I'd say that maybe that, or even I'm gonna try to put some lights up in it. So that'd be another challenge, but I find it's just a bunch of cable. It's just patience.
Okay. Okay. Hey, man. So tell me how important is the social media, like the Instagrams, Facebook, the YouTube? How important is that to your builds? How important is that community is to your builds?
Well, for sure, Instagram is like the best way to get inspired. That's for
Hmm.
sure. Like you see everyone's build, you're just like, yo, that technique is so cool, or
Yeah.
something like that. I find it's just a nice way to like show your stuff. Like you just
Okay.
show, and like people are just like, yo, that's amazing, that's awesome, that's cool.
Hmm.
I find it's kind of rewarding in the end. Like it's kind of rewarding.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you said you've been to Brick Fair?
Yep.
How many years have you been to Brick Fair?
I've been once 2 years
Okay.
ago.
2 years ago. You done any other shows?
Not yet, but I'm thinking of getting to the Montreal Brick Fest.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty close to where I am, so that should
Yeah.
work. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Like I'm trying to finish the tan building and just
Mm-hmm.
bring that building of itself because it is removable from the whole base.
Okay.
So if I'm not done with like the whole thing, I'll just bring one building.
Okay. So you what was your most memorable interaction you had with someone regarding your Lego hobby?
Like with the Lego hobby?
Yeah. Anyone you ever had a conversation with anyone like on like at a Lego show? Maybe they was talking about
Oh,
your bills, or maybe even like talking to Beyond the Brick.
for sure. The interview with Beyond the Brick was spectacular. That was fun.
Yeah.
That's where Brick Fair was when I met David Hall from
Mm-hmm.
from Studios,
Mm-hmm.
and that guy is insane. Like we still text each other. Like that guy is cool. We pretty much passed the whole week together. I'd say.
Right. Okay.
And we're trying to meet up on the next summer for something.
Uh-huh.
For sure. I'd say since I've been to Brick Fair, it's pretty much the only place that I've really talked with Lego with someone else because like my city is like there's no one to talk to about that, so that's the best.
Okay. Okay.
Hopefully it's gonna be better when I get back to Brick Fair, Virginia, like the other
Yeah.
people and like.
I'll definitely see you down there. I'm going down there myself. I'm getting some projects ready, but I'll be down. I'll be down in Brick Fair, Virginia. It's only about an hour away from me, so I'll be down there too. Yep. Hey, folks, this is the second half of On the Ice Box, where we get to dive into some of Nico Bricks' builds. Nico Bricks is on Instagram. You can follow him at Nico_Bricks. And so we're going to dive into some of his builds and let him know what you think in the chat. Let him know. All right, here we go. How'd you come up with your sig fig?
Sig fig, actually, it's pretty funny. It's my school picture.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was wearing that exact outfit. I found that outfit on Bricklink. I was like, that's perfect. The haircut. I just got a haircut, so it is shorter, but usually it's the same length. But yeah, it's just inspired of one picture. It's actually on my main Instagram.
Okay, good deal, good deal. All right. So I was looking back. This one was one of your first photos that you posted onto Instagram.
Yes.
So tell us about this photo here. Yeah, the ice cream truck.
It was the only thing that I had finished.
Okay. Okay. It came out of a set, or it was at one of your mocks?
One of my mocks. It was actually a mock from my other building, like my older one. I just kept it because I found, I don't know, it looked nice. It still fits in. The only thing I did is just flip the driver. So I just flipped, like I mirrored my original mock. Added some stickers. Added the horns.
Okay.
And added the little 1x1 tile too, because those weren't there before.
Right. Good deal. Good job on the awning too. The awning is awesome. Yeah.
I know. I still like that mock even if it's like 3 years old.
Yeah, good job on and tell us about the detail on the inside.
I find a mock is empty without an inside, so all of my mocks, even my buses, have inside. I try to fit in as much as I could in it with bright colors. It's like you would see in an ice cream truck, like if you see like in your neighborhood or something.
Yeah, of course. Yep. Good deal, man. Good job on that one, man. That looks good.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, tell us about this masterpiece, man. Tell us what was your vision and what inspired it. What inspired it, and what was your vision on this
That's
masterpiece?
that's the big boy.
Right,
So,
right.
for sure, like the original plan was to get 3 building in there.
Mm-hmm.
It did not end up like that.
Okay, okay, okay.
It was supposed to be divided in 3, so like two streets. So like it would be like 3 buildings just aside of each other. And in the end, I was just like, I'll just do like a big plaza with like a big fountain. And the inspiration really is just I wanted to make something that's more old fashioned, so the tan
Okay.
one, and something that's more, like a kind of modern architectural, something like that. And that's the dark red one.
Okay.
And for sure, I wanted to get the like iconic, well, like you can see like the iconic telephone booth, um, iconic fences, because those are everywhere in London.
Yeah, yeah, they are. They are. They definitely are, man. I mean, you definitely hit the mark on that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and then
and,
you got the little pole, like the little black poles that are everywhere. Those are iconic
right.
too. You got the subway entrance. I wanted to nail that, and then the subway itself, the underground. That was like the one thing that I wanted to get right. That thing I rebuilt maybe 5 or 6 times with like a picture and try to make it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing was made like it was actually like Brick Fair Virginia is what in August, like starting of August usually.
Right. Yeah.
That
That's right.
thing was done a month after that.
Wow.
Like it was the first thing I built, and then I left it on hold
Mm-hmm.
until I had the bricks to build on top, and then
Okay.
it started up because like everything that's on top is pretty recent compared to everything that's on the bottom. I'll say.
Okay. Okay. And see, it's one thing to actually build a city layout. Like even your roads are made from brick. You're not using no plates or anything like that. But then you have, like you said, you got the sewer system, or the
Mm-hmm.
under part of it, the underneath. And you have that as well too. I mean, so that's a lot of detail. That's a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But what's nice about it is that it has like the whole like a circle for the train.
uh-huh.
So it's like that's pretty much what made the form of the actual mock. What I did, I made like an oval with the train tracks, and then I just built around it. That was pretty much like how I measured the whole thing, and then I try to work with that.
Okay.
Because
Good deal, man.
technically, it's not even on a table;
Mm-hmm.
it's on
Yeah, I was looking
stools.
at that. Yeah, I was looking at that. Yeah, I was looking at that. You very, very, very trusting. I would be a
But
little
they're
bit
from
nervous.
Walmart. I should not trust them.
That's what I'm saying. You are very trusting. I would move that like immediately.
I was like, if it falls, break the it'll break the floor, not the whole mock. Like it's so heavy.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
like technically it has 3 wooden like
Hmm.
big boards in it. So you have like the one board on the bottom, then there's one inside, and then there's one that holds these streets. So like there's 3 in
Okay.
it. That gets a
Okay.
little weight of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
it fits
So
in my
yeah,
car.
you said it fits in your car?
Yeah, so when you like both of the buildings are actually removable. The plaza is removable. So like and then like all the light posts and everything, those are removable. So technically you can get it super, super flat, like it's like
Right.
ground level. And I tested out, it fits in the back trunk of my car.
Oh wow.
I got it
Okay.
downstairs, like it was a whole mess of getting it downstairs, but in the end I was
Mhm.
like, perfect, it fits. So we're good for Brick Fair.
Oh wow. 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 So here you got your train track here, and you didn't stop there. Most people, like I seen some tile out, some train tracks
Mhm.
there, but then you got a whole train platform here, and I mean, like you down to the last detail from the trash can to the actual signs of the designations and stuff down here. So tell me what was the direction you were trying to achieve here?
Well, for sure, I tried to make like as most like realistic as I could. Like the signs. That was right before Microsoft Paint was shut down. I'm so sad.
Okay.
Except for the Lego logo, everything else is like made by hand.
Yeah.
On like a tablet.
And
I just honestly, what I did, I just Googled some signs and then try to recreate them because I wanted to make like the perfect size and try to make them that they don't look like an image.
Right.
I try to make some puns like District Bricks, Studloo. I forgot the other one. And honestly, I just wanted to make as like my biggest goal was trying to put as much detail as I could.
Yeah, you hit it, man. You hit it. I mean, every inch of that. Track. Yeah.
And then we cannot forget the guard. He's important.
Yeah. Indeed. That's what I said. Every detail, even some of the stuff like this right here. You know, I see that you got the sign that says way out, but I'm looking down here where you have stairs now. You know, if I'm looking at this mock head on, I'm not going to see those stairs, but yet you have these stairs finished.
Yeah, but the fun thing is there's only 2 stairs, like 2 steps.
Right.
It's a black wall.
And I was saying, to an untrained eye, you would think that, you know, exactly. I would imagine that there's that hole goes somewhere.
Yeah, I try to really trick the eye to make it look like there's actually a whole thing on the ground, like not like after the train track, it's empty. Like there's just motors and like where all of the wires are going to be and stuff like that.
Right.
But I try to make it as complete and doesn't look like empty.
Yeah, you definitely achieved it, man. This looks great. I'm gonna this is another view from the top angle, and you can see he has all the tiling done. I was just
that was a lot of detail. Satisfying for the last one. You don't even understand. Like, fun fact about that, it wasn't even a bricking order. I ordered directly from Lego, and we screw up my order, and I bought like 999 tiles.
Okay.
They arrived gray, and I was like, I can't work with this. And they were just like, oh, well, your order, there was a mistake in it. It wasn't our fault, so probably your fault, so you'd have to order them again. I was like, I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
So I just ordered them again, triple checked if it was the right color, and then when they arrived, I just started, and then it was so satisfying for the last thing. Because like an order from Lego is like maybe like a month to get in. Like
it takes forever. Yeah, it takes forever. Yeah.
Getting that street took me like, let's say like 2 months and a half.
I believe it. You know, I ordered once, and you know, with me, I gotta have my stuff in my hand like soon as possible. But,
yeah, exactly. I'm not a patient guy.
Yeah. I want to do what I want to do. Exactly. So, tell us about this lobby. What building is it in? And tell us about the lobby.
So that lobby is in the 10 building, so the more like an old-fashioned building.
Okay.
And I built it once, and I try to put as much detail just like the other ones, but it was not that floor style because like you need to build like a whole plate and jumper place to make that.
Okay.
It wasn't like that before. It was just the same pattern, but just like in a Lego way. And then I was just like, that's not enough detail for me. So I just took the whole thing down and then built that. And I was very satisfied at the end because I find it fits perfectly with all the walls and stuff. And the counter was a thing that was really fun to build. It had some of the Eclipse graphic MacBook prints
Right, right.
Really, really nice. And the statue in the front, super, super
Mm-hmm.
nice. And then I think I was maybe at the third or fourth floor.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, shoot, I forgot to put it modular so I can actually take it off from the thing. So I just destroyed it again and built it again in
Oh
like a different
wow.
place.
No.
And now it's all modular. It's all good.
You're putting yourself through a lot of torture.
Oh, for sure. And like the other one, same thing. I didn't forget, but it was just the fact that it was on a plaza. I needed to make the plaza actually modular too. So that was a whole mess.
Wow. So here we're still in the lobby, and
Yeah. So that's the lobby
you
of the
got
other one.
this is a lobby of the other building.
Yeah. More of like a
Okay.
modern touch.
Okay. All right. Tell us about your direction with this one.
I never made an aquarium before, so
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty noob about that.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my girlfriend, I was just like, what could be cool in a lobby that's modern? She's like, an aquarium, that'd be cool. I was like, okay, I'll try that.
Right.
And I built it twice.
Okay.
The first one was just it was all dark brown, so I tried to make like a wooden aquarium. It
Okay.
looked awful. So I built it again and was like, okay. I didn't want to put all of that dark blue straight. I thought it was just a lot of color and like all the same color. I was like, screw it, I'll try that. And in the end, I find it looks pretty good with the mosaic in the back. Find it fits in.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointed that I couldn't put dolphins in it, but fish are good.
It's always good. They're good. Man, this thing right here is so detailed, man. So tell us about the vision from the first time you laid the first brick on it till its completion.
Well, in my head, when I put the first brick on, I was just like, okay, that's gonna take a lot of bricks. Uh, for sure, I try to make it as most transparent that I can because those are the elevator shafts. So I tried to make it very, very transparent so you can actually see the elevator going up and going down. That
Okay.
was one thing that I did not do in my older building. I just put like one of those panels, like a 5x6x1, like
Okay.
transparent panels. I put that at every floor so you could just see it by that. And then technically I doubled it so you can actually see more of the actual elevator. The door in the back, I'm just satisfied that that worked well.
Okay. Okay.
And one thing that I added from that picture is that when I was building up, pieces would fall down the elevator shaft, like by
Ah.
mistake, and I was like, shoot, I can't get them in because it's longer than my arm.
Right.
So what I would do is I would flip the whole building over like upside down to get pieces. And once it broke in half, so I was like, no, okay, I ain't doing that again. So what I did is I just imagined the door of the bag. I just put a door on the side, I guess. You
Okay.
can barely visit, like you can barely see it, but like the first three windows, you can actually remove them. So
Mm-hmm.
that was more.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. A lot of detail here. You got. Yeah, I love what you did with this gate, man. This gate is awesome, man.
That gate took me a while.
I can tell it's very repetitive. We got a guy in here. He's about details, just like this. His name is Charm City Brick, and
Yeah, yeah.
he's about details, but that's very very repetitive, man. A lot of stuff you got
Seeing
going
his
on.
Instagram, his building are huge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They are. So tell us about this one here. This is the front of that, right?
Yes. So that's the entry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm. I try to make like a more of like a brick look, like a cement brick. Um,
Hmm.
I find I might have nailed it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Technically, I just Honestly, I tried so many different things. Like before, I tried to put just 1x2s and then just like interlock it that looks like bricks. I was like, that's too much, and then I don't know, like I didn't do it as a plan. I just did it for the first window. Like that looks pretty good, and then I looked some picture. Like that looks pretty awesome. That looks the same as
Okay.
the pictures. So I was like, I'll do like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
the windows, those are my only white windows. They're all
Okay.
there.
Right.
um, I don't know. I just like the those three colors together. I just find they look great together. They
Yeah.
they look great.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
tried to make like a fake basement,
Mm-hmm.
so it just makes again just like there's actually something under it. So like just that's to trick the eye again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Perception is everything. It is. It is. Indeed, it is. So across the street from that magnificent and you walk across the street, you see this more of a modern style type of build. Tell us the inspiration you had behind this. What were you trying to achieve?
I try to achieve something that's more architectural. So
Mm-hmm.
something that's like different. Like you would see just like the in London there's like a building, it's like roundish, it looks like an egg. Just something
Mm-hmm.
like that stands out. And I was just like, okay, I'll try to make for sure. I wanted to use dark red. That's my favorite
Uh-huh.
Lego color.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Not the old dark red, the new one.
Okay.
And
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep.
I at first it was supposed to be like some sand colors, just
Okay.
like the squares, like sand green, sand blue, dark tan, stuff like that. And in the end, I just went with dark bluish gray. I found it
Mm-hmm.
was the best. Um, Honestly, I just try to make something. Turntable doors for sure. That was something that I want to put in. I just find they look
Okay.
great. Put as much as I can in it.
Mhm.
Honestly, I just try to make it like I just find like if you look on the top of the windows, I just like it looks like it's like coming out of the building. I don't know. I like
Mhm.
that building. I like it very much. And
Okay.
there's a lot of space for the floors that you can put in
I
compared to
see. Yep.
the other
I
ones
see.
are smaller. I think there's like I think it's 1/3 of that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of space in it.
How, how do you decide? How do you decide? With your landscape layout. How do you decide? You just, you already have a preset thing that you do, or you just, you kind of wing it and just stick a tree here, maybe a tree there.
For sure, I wanted to put something green for this one because when you put the fences, that's all you see is green. When you went I went to London and I like took a lot of pictures. That's why like that inspired me. Went to London like 3 years ago,
Hmm.
and the trees, honestly, I just put them where they fit.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
They are not the Lego pieces. They are I forgot the company, but they were at Brick Fair. They had like bags. I forgot the company, but they made bags of leaf pieces in different colors that Lego doesn't. And I
Hmm.
bought like 4 bags of them.
Okay. Okay.
Technically, what I did, I just built them. I try to put them strategically that you can actually like. There's one tree that's over the bus station. There's one that's in the indent of the actual building, and
Hmm.
then the other one I just find it look good on the edge of the mock because it doesn't look too empty there.
Okay.
And I just build it to make it like a grown there, so it touches the building a lot.
Okay.
Because like if you remove the tree, it looks like a half tree.
Okay. Now, did you your sculptures that in your water fountain? Did you I don't know, did you look at an architectural book, or I mean, is it a certain like a real life statue, or this is off the top of your head?
During Christmas, bought all of the gold brick art ornaments, like the
Hmm.
Christmas ornaments.
Hmm.
I bought like six, and
Okay. Okay.
it was the cheapest way to get gold bricks. And I like that set. I'm probably gonna get more. Um, and I just honestly, I was just like, that's the best way of making something that's architectural. Just the gold bricks and try to find a way. And I that fountain, I'll be honest with you, that fountain gave me like a tough time because my whole building, that was like
Hmm.
when I was like on the second floor, so it was too late to rebuild
Okay.
it. Um, it's not an even number. Like the whole building, it's
Hmm.
not even.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's a complication right there. So like if you can see from the stairs, it's four studs, but on the other side, is three studs.
Okay.
So at first, I was trying to make a fountain that was not even, so it would look just like satisfy my OCD. But
Mhm.
in the end, after like maybe 2 days of work, I was just like, screw it, I'll do three and four, and then I just stacked the bricks. Actually, the bricks are not one top of each other; they are actually upside down and then
Mhm.
upside up. I put the
Ah,
just like a black pin. Uh,
right.
I find
I see.
it looked different,
Uh-huh.
and on the bottom it is the new, well, kind of new, the 2x2 round tile with a hole in it.
Okay.
That's what's standing like the last brick, like a stud or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
the actual fountain is like on
Uh,
the inside. It's actually like a 2 brick high because it has
okay.
like a lot of, it has blue and then transparent and then the blue transparent, and like under it there's like more transparent stuff.
More transparent. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's I see. I was looking at that while you were talking. I mean, it looks like the way water is supposed to look, like infinite. It's
Exactly.
infinite.
Yeah.
Definitely catch. That's another trick of the eye that you caught.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I
know.
put like different colors of blue. I put like dark blue, dark azure, and stuff like that. So it would
Right.
look, like a fountain,
Right. Right. Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
kind
Definitely.
that you get on pools and stuff. I'm trying to replicate
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So which one of these buildings you put your Lego store in? Is it the modern one or the old style?
So the old style has the Lego store because it has the
Okay.
smaller floors. It was
Okay.
easy, like it was easier to fit a Lego store in that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for that, I wanted to nail it perfectly. That thing took a week to do
Okay.
because I've been looking at like Lego mocks of Lego stores,
Mm-hmm.
and I always found something in them that just like, that doesn't belong there. Like, oh, that doesn't fit in a Lego store, and like, oh, the floor is not the right color because a Lego store,
Right.
and
Right.
so I just try to replicate as much as I can. The pick a brick wall I took from the promotional polybag.
Uh-huh.
Found that was the best way
Yeah. Yeah.
with the yeah. I ordered like a bunch of them. Uh, there were good stickers in that set, so I put the pick a brick, the Pelican build
Mm-hmm.
sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I just took all of my Lego sets, like stickers that I had,
Mm-hmm.
and put them everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Looks like a genuine, like a real Lego store, man.
And I
I'm
wanted to
definitely worth
include
the
that
detail.
2x4 brick.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my number one thing to include because it's always there. And apparently, there's one employee. That's it.
Yeah, you go to Lego store, they look like they need help because it's more customers than they are people that work there. So yeah,
Exactly.
I mean you got the right idea. Yeah, yeah, indeed, man. This is definitely awesome detail. Now I want to talk. This is what I want to talk about because I was waiting to get to the shack. So if you look on Beyond the Brick, I think your interview with Beyond the Brick, you had this build here, right? With Beyond the Brick.
It was not that build, but
No, it wasn't
it
this
is
one.
similar.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about how you made each floor a shelf, so you're able to pull them in and out at your leisure. Now, what gave you that idea, and how do you even do something like that? Because that's a lot of. I mean, like everything's got to line up in something like that.
Yeah. So that idea came from my older building, so the one that was on Beyond the Brick, and
Mm-hmm.
my state of mind was just I want to look a building that looks really good from the outside,
Okay.
but I want to detail the inside,
Okay.
and I did not want it to make modular. I
Mm-hmm.
like the modular style, like the Lego sets, they're great, but I just find when you're getting to a bigger, like a big building, I
Right.
find the modular style is not like the best way because when you're getting to the top, or like if you want to take the first floor off, well, you
Mm-hmm.
take the whole building off.
Yeah.
And I did not want it to make an open back because if you're doing like different rooms, you won't see them all. I did not want to make like a door because that'd just be a mess. So I was just thinking and thinking, and that took me like a while to get that. And then I was just like, I was looking at my drawers in my room, like with my
Mm-hmm.
clothes in. I was like, oh, I got it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Right. Right.
So
That's pretty slick.
I tried with wheels, I tried with rails, and then in the end I was just like, you know what? I might scratch some tiles, but it'll be worth it.
Right. Right.
So that just that was where the idea came from. And then when I built the second building, like this one and then the modern one, I was just like, I find it's still a good idea. It is a good system, so I'm just gonna keep it and try to improve it. The other one, like the only thing that went wrong with it is that it was not stable. Like I lied in
Okay.
that video. That building is not stable without without the floors. That building could knock over it with a
Well, you
pin.
got, hey man, you faked it. You faked it till you made it, man. So that's the name of the game. Fake it till you make it. And
Exactly,
because
exactly, and
I
that's
was watching
why.
that interview and that thing, I said, man, and that's the first thing I said. I said, he's taking all those floors out. How's it standing? I mean, how's it? How's it standing? It never budged.
It was not gonna fall, but it is fragile. Um,
Right.
so technically, the only thing that I improve is that I put the elevator floor, like the elevator shafts, inside the building, not the floors. Because the other
Okay.
building, like my older building, the I guess like the elevator hole
Uh huh.
was removable, and that came of the problem that when you take all the floors out, really unstable. That one,
Right.
there's a lot of bricks on the side, so it won't fall.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other building, when you put the floors in, like from the top of the tiles of that floor and the actual floor of the other building, there's maybe like a 2 brick gap.
Okay.
That 2 brick gap had to be jumped with the elevator, and it
Uh,
always blocked. Like on that video, it blocked in the end of that video,
okay.
and it did not stop in that video. I was so proud, but in the end, it blocks, and like the cameraman is just like, "Oh, something's wrong," and he just moved away. But
Right.
that was one thing that did not work well, so that's why I put that on the side, and then in the end, it was like, okay, if I put it on the side, it will be solid.
Okay. Okay. All right. So there's another thing that I really liked. And you used, I mean, like for the beam of these stairs, you're using the one by bricks that are with the stud and the
Yeah.
slot. Yeah, I can forget what they call them, but the studded slotted bricks
Yep.
that right here. And this is tell me how you did it, man. Just tell me how
So,
you did it.
so in that building, so that's the in the new one, so the more of modern one. Um,
Okay.
no space for elevators.
Mm-hmm.
Very bummed out of that, but in the end, I was just like, I'll try to make some that special stairs on each
Okay.
floor, so it wouldn't look so dumb. So technically, what I did is I wanted to make something that I tried everything, like a square staircase, just like a straight staircase. I tried everything. And in the end, I was like, okay, I'll try to make something spiral. I tried a lot of methods. I tried the one in the like a different kind, but it looked kind of similar of the diner. It has one on the back. I tried that. It looked too industrial for what I was like trying to do, and I don't know, I just have a lot of those brick with the stud on the side. I have like a whole bin of them.
Right.
I found them on the I found them on the pick-a-brick wall. I just bought like 10 of them, and I took those and I was like, okay, I'll try to make something like that with that, and then took my transparent parts, and that what came out of it.
Yeah, very, very
really
awesome.
like,
yeah.
The technique is pretty simple. It's really just offsetting each one of them, headlight bricks, and then put the panels on the side and tiles on the side, I guess.
Right.
Really. Yeah. And then try to make it the right height so it actually connects.
Okay. Definitely, man. I couldn't even dream of something like that, man. That staircase is awesome.
And that's one thing that I like about it, is that it is very visible from the outside because it has the 4 windows. And that was one that I wanted to show. Like, I'm gonna put some lights on it so you can actually see it from the outside, and then.
Yeah, you definitely can see. You know, it's very transparent. You can definitely see what's going on. You can see it's a lot of light hitting your lobby there. So. Yeah. Somebody asked if you're going to be in Philadelphia.
That's very far away, but I don't think so, man.
Wait. You going to Virginia, but you said Philadelphia is far away.
Oh, I know. It's just that I used to live in Florida.
Okay.
So it's closer.
Okay, I got you.
Like, what I do is I bring my stuff to Florida, to my house, and then we go to Virginia.
Okay.
But Philadelphia is always a choice. I mean, just to meet, I just need to make the trip.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you definitely should, man. It's about the same magnitude. Well, I wouldn't even say. Yeah, it's probably about the same magnitude of Brick Fair, Virginia, because Brick Fair, Virginia is pretty big. And
what I want to do is Brick Wall Chicago. That's one thing I want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit that hopefully this year.
For sure, those 2 buildings are gonna have a lot of travel on their hand.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta show these babies off, man. Hey, you put a lot of work in. You put a lot of work. You got to show these babies off, man. Don't be stingy, man. Show these things, man.
Exactly. That's why Nico Bricks exists.
So inside. This is the modern one, right? Because you don't have it built as a shelf, right?
Yeah, exactly. So technically, it is a shelf.
Okay.
It's just a big shelf that doesn't have the front, because it is a whole window technically.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I really wanted to show, is that from the window you can really see all of the action without any like interrupting walls and stuff like that.
Right.
And that floor, I just wanted to put as much detail as I could.
Oh, you definitely did that. You got the mailman right here with the cart. I'm looking at the coat hanger. Who has a coat hanger in there? I got an office. Couple office over here behind me in my Wayne Manor bill, and I don't have a coat hanger, but I'm gonna put a coat hanger in there now.
Oh, for sure, man. Just take some like black minifig hands, and you're good. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. My man got a coat hanger, got the copy machine with the recycle bin. Man, you got a lot of detail going. You couldn't get bored looking at this scene, man. You just, because it's like looking at a comic book. There's something going on in the background.
I don't know. And like, that's one thing I wanted to try, is like every cubicle must be different. So I try to put as much different details. Technically, none of the cubicle have the same decoration. And like more closer you look, more that you see that there's a lot of stuff packed into that.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. You definitely capture the essence of somebody's cubicle because the cubicle are most likely their personal space, so it's definitely unique. Yeah. It's definitely. Yeah, man. You could run an episode of The Office right here, man.
That's true. That's true. I might have watched The Office while building that,
Okay, man. You definitely nailed it, man. If so, man, because that looked like an episode of The Office, man.
Especially the little trolley. That was one thing that I really liked to do. That was like the first thing I built. I was like, I wanted to do like the iconic, very stereotype little trolley. The guy with the headphones.
Right.
That was one thing I wanted to include.
Right. My man got the water cooler in the back. You got my man got a spring water on his desk right here. That's a lot of detail, man.
Yeah.
All right. And this is what floor is this?
Technically, that's the first floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Those floors take a lot of pieces, so those they go a little slower than the other ones.
Okay.
And then the other one is technically it's just the second floor of that office.
Okay.
And same there. I try to put as much detail as I could.
Right. Let's get the Lego boardroom. That's where people get fired. You're fired.
Or where they plan the 60th anniversary. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. Speaking of which, man, you have a mega load of minifigures, man. And I didn't even show the picture yet, but you got a mega load. I mean, it was so mega that all of your minifigs didn't fit in this picture. So how many minifigures do you have?
I don't know how many, but for sure on the side, I got 5 32 by 32 base plate full of them.
Wow.
They're all different. They are all, I don't know, I just kindly made them. They're just perfectly made. They don't have random red pants. They all look good. I can tell you that.
Right.
And I try to put as much diversity, I put mustache, beard, everything.
Right. Okay. So tell us about this more about this modern office here. You said each one is a shelf, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Each floor is a shelf. So that you're easily, they can easily be taken in and out during the move.
Exactly. So technically, it is the same. It's the same system of the other building. The only difference is that on that picture, the actual handle was not made yet. Now it is. It's just technically all it is a dark red wall with some inset, it's a 2x6 brick that just stands out. That's the handle. Both of them are made. That's why they take a lot of time because dark red is not a common color.
Yeah.
So compared to the tan, because I have a load of them because of my other building that I had before. I have a load of them so that it goes pretty fast. But those floors are my favorite ones to build because technically you're really free to do whatever you want. Compared to the other ones, you can't really make walls because one side is the elevators and the other side is the windows. So you don't have all of that liberty of doing whatever you want. Compared to that one, you do really whatever you want. And all of the only rule that I made myself is not to put a wall in front of the windows.
Okay.
So if you look at the wall that has the Lego sign, it is perfectly aligned to one of the cubes that are on the side of the windows. So you don't see that.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I try to put. So it really, I don't know. I just find it divides the rooms from the outside without looking dumb.
Yeah. I mean, because you don't want to cut off the work that you're trying to show. So I mean, that makes perfect sense. It does. If you're
Yeah,
trying to
exactly.
show, but I mean, it's awesome that you kind of adjusted your technique. Whereas you decide to get rid of the elevator, and now you have more like you got more room to make the rooms themselves, each level the way you
Exactly.
want to. So
Exactly. They
um,
all have their personal characteristic. Like the other one is small but has the
mhm.
elevator. The other one is bigger,
Okay.
but it does have a lot of windows, so you need to divide stuff like that.
Okay, all right. This is you at your 500 mark, which is quite a milestone. I share that with you, and it's great. Like having like social interaction with people that are on Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and getting your word out there, your views out there. Thumbs ups or thumbs down. You still getting that feedback. Either if it's negative or positive, and it feels good. I
Mm-hmm.
learned a lot of things in it, and I've been on Instagram for probably about 1 year coming up. Yeah, about 1 year coming up, and so I can definitely. What are you feeling, man? I know how I feel. You tell me how you feel.
How I feel? I made that account just for fun. I'll be honest. I just made it for fun, and
Mhm.
I wasn't like the guy of, oh, I'll try to get followers, I'll try to get likes and stuff like that.
Right.
Like the first two pictures were just there for a while, and then I added some pictures. But when I reached 500 followers in that very small time, I was like, okay, I might try. I could try to make something out of that because people were actually interested in looking and stuff. And when it beat 500 followers is when I realized that it beat my actual account.
Right.
My
Right.
main account of my face. And that account has been around for 3 years. And
Okay.
my Lego account beat that in like 3 months. So I was like, okay, that's pretty
Yeah.
sad.
People love Lego, man.
At the
People
same
love it,
time,
man.
it's
They dig
like
it.
Lego beats everything.
Right. Yeah, it does, man. It like you said, Lego, decimates all, man. It's a total takeover. Lego got a
If
hand in what TRU is going to do with the stock. They can't make the choice. Lego making the choice for them. So that's gangster.
exactly, it's the best. It's the best community, man. Like no one like everyone's nice.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Here's another view of that one of your starships here. Looks like
Oh,
you swapped the windows out. So it's starting to take its shape now.
so yeah, technically it's at the same point of that
Hmm.
right now.
Right. Okay. Okay.
It just has the second floor in it.
Okay. Here's your tablet, man. You are so trusting, man. Just two stools, like right here, man. That thing need to be on a huge coffee table, man.
Well,
You are so trusting. I don't know.
I know it's trust, man. It's trust. Well, technically, why I trust them more than I should is
Hmm.
because each of the little, I don't know what to call them, those cubes, um, they are not empty. They are actually full of Lego instructions. So technically, the instruction goes to the top. So technically, it's sitting on cubes and paper. So it is
Okay.
a little solid. It's a little more solid than you think it is.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then at the time, you have like the 6 vehicles that I have. At
The right here on top.
yeah,
So tell me, so you have a train down below, like a subway down below.
yeah.
Oh man, I wish you had some more photos of that. Gotta get in there, take some photos, man.
I don't have a
Right.
studio, but I'll try.
Definitely, man of details. I like how you made the bus stop here, man. And that's definitely awesome. I like these here, these little mobiles you got here, man. Tell us stories behind these.
So the bus stop, all I try to do is something more artistic. So that's why like all of the different transparent pieces try to make try to make it as colorful and artistic as it could be. So like like something you would find in London, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And the cabs. The cabs are one of my best, like, favorite creation.
Mm-hmm.
They look similar, very similar of what they are supposed to look like.
Okay.
Two 2 or 3 days ago, I started to make more of my printed stuff, and just by adding taxi on those little yellow pieces, made the whole thing look 100% better.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing for all of my build. The inside, it is detailed. Even if it's small, it is detailed on the inside. It looks like it's leather seats and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Okay.
When I build something, I try to make it, 100% complete.
Okay. Well done. Well
But fun
done.
fact, they do not roll.
All right. Definitely awesome build there. Awesome build. Represent the country. All right.
Oh yeah.
So what are you doing here? I noticed that this was on a later one of your later feeds. It was listed as later. Are you? It looks like you're doing. Wow, that's a lot of tan pieces.
It is. Yeah. uh, that's what I said. Like I bought a lot of on Pick a Brick, but I bought too much. So what I was doing there actually was in the process of flipping the building over,
Mm-hmm.
to flip it upside down to get the pieces out of the elevator shaft.
This is before the break.
And then
Okay.
I posted a story of the building broken in half.
Nice.
And then I built it again, and then I was like, okay, I need to make the door. So like that was just before the disaster.
Okay.
Like the calm before the storm.
Right. Absolutely. So here we're back in the lobby with the tiles. How'd you figure out the tiles? Because I'm looking at this thing, man. You got spaces in between the tiles. Like,
Yeah, so technically that math of tiles is not my own. I will not take that
okay,
credit.
okay,
I took it from Bricks for Chris.
right,
It was in his train station.
okay,
And he made like a tutorial like a long time ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
okay,
And I took that video and just make it bigger.
okay,
Because he used like the just like a 2x2 gray tile and for the example. And
hmm
in that, like, there was some good commentary. Just the fact that he says like it doesn't matter the color of the
right,
jump plates, because like I was about to order some gray jumper plates, and then I realized you don't even see them. So technically, you don't see them. They are all lime green.
okay,
And yeah, so technically, what it is, it's a 2x2 tile with 4 jumper plates around it,
uh
and you
huh,
just duplicate that over and over again, and then you just put all of the bricks offset, all of the tiles.
right,
So technically, that's really the quotation mark magic of it.
okay. Cool deal, man. Cool deal. That's very cool, man. I like it.
And one thing that all of my building have, just because of the floors and stuff, all of the floors are a different color in the inside.
Right.
That's one thing I try to do.
Hmm.
So like the lobby are different colors, because technically it would be tan.
Right.
And yeah, that's all I have to add on that.
Okay. Okay. So what floor are we looking at right now?
So that is the second floor that I made. It is the jewelry store,
Okay.
and that floor was done for a while, but I was waiting on some pieces,
Hmm.
and the seller and he forgot about my order, and it was a
Hmm.
mess. And it took a long time, but It was supposed to be on Instagram like a week before it was actually put.
Okay.
So the only pieces I was waiting for that was actually for the gold bars that are holding the I don't
Or the
even know,
curtains.
curtains.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
my English is not perfect.
Good. You're
um,
fine. Yeah.
but yeah, I was waiting for those pieces. I was like, I'm not gonna put a photo on Instagram without those. I find
Right.
just I just find it looks more complete with them.
Yeah. It's good, nifty idea, man. Doing the jewelry store. You know, you got the windshield as the display cases, man. You know, that's definitely being innovative, man. And like I said, you know, hats off for the detail, man.
Yeah, I try to put all of the colors of actual gems that Lego make. I
Mm-hmm.
think they are all in there. Maybe I'm missing one or two, but I have
Okay.
all the colors. So
Okay.
that's like for the there's like a big side on the actual handle side.
Mm-hmm.
All the colors are there. Like all the color palettes are there.
Okay. Okay.
And if you wanted to know about the color scheme, it's a fossil store.
Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of inspired of that color scheme and like the form of it. That's how
Uh-huh.
our fossil store looks like. So, yeah.
Yeah. Fossil, huh? All right. All right. Man, yeah, this is a real innovative idea, man. Just using the shelf builds, man, to show the you know, each level to a build, man. That's definitely solid, man.
I just find it looks satisfying to look
Yeah.
when you just like pull out one and a half, something like that. I just find it
Right.
looks so satisfying.
And then looking at the, you know, beyond the bricks face when you pull the shelves out, they just, I mean, even the cameraman was like astounded. Like it was just, you know, this was like, oh wow, yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I
well,
found
yeah.
it. So
When I
yeah.
arrived, all of the floors on the floor. Like on the actual floor, and he's just like, "Yo, is there something wrong?" I'm like, "No, they all slide out."
Right. Awesome deal. All right. So you have a puppy level here, like you got a pet store here.
Yeah, pet store was something that I wanted to include.
Hmm.
I wanted to include like all of the floors. I tried to make something like in Lego history. So
Uh-huh.
I tried to include all of the well, they're not all of there, but most of the dog molds that Lego made. So you got the terrier, you got the huskies, you got the Dalmatian. So technically, that mold is like a lot of color. So I just included that one because I
Okay.
find it's rarer than the other ones. You know, the dog that we have like a million time of.
Yeah.
You know, that brown dog.
Right. Look like you got
Like,
even got Santa's little help on the dog food box.
that
Look like Santa's little help
was
there.
the only print that I could use
Uh-huh.
that was pet store related.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. No, the trophy is from the minifigure.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. The wrestler, I think. Is it the wrestler or one of the Olympians or something, I think?
No, not even. It's actually a dog. It was like a winner of a dog show. It
Oh,
has a paw on it. It's really
okay.
subtle, but it has a paw on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal, man. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. There you go. Man, this is a massive collection. How many you said you had? 5 32 by 32 plates?
Yup.
Jeez.
A lot.
Yeah,
A lot
not
of them.
one is the
Features.
same. Not one is the same. Not
Exactly.
one.
That's one thing I wanted to try is not one of the same. And one thing that really helped is that for some reason at my Toys R Us, because you know in my country Toys R Us is not closing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
all of the you know like the fun in the park set,
Uh-huh.
um, they're not $50 here. Usually it's $50 Canadian, and I think it's 40 American.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason it was 35 Canadian.
Okay.
Not on sale. I thought it was an error, but it's still that price. So I bought like 5. And I don't know, they gave me a 50% off. Like it was like the best deal I ever had. And I just bought like so many of them. I just find it's the perfect set. They need to make more of that.
Yeah, you know,
Like
something one of them sets with like almost like 20 something figs or something
yeah,
like that, you
exactly.
know.
Like people will buy it even if it's expensive. It's the best population making. Like they tried to replicate it again with the fun at the beach. I find that one didn't do the cut because they don't fit in the city.
Right.
They're
Well,
all pigs, but you can't put like them in the street or something.
oh yeah, yeah.
Fun the Park was just the perfect set. You got the wheelchair, you got the baby. The baby's great. That
Oh
thing
yeah.
is great.
Right. It'll definitely fill your city out, man. That's it.
Exactly. Like
Definitely,
especially
man.
the wheelchair. The wheelchair, I applaud Lego that they did that
Yeah.
because some brick built ones didn't look that great.
Hey folks, you are looking at Nico Bricks. He's on Instagram. That's Nico_Bricks. Go ahead and go follow him, man. He's got some awesome builds. He also was featured on Beyond the Brick for his awesome build down in Virginia, Brick Fair, Virginia. So my man, this is I'm gonna ask you one more question before I let you off the ice box here. So you're 18 now.
Yep.
Say, I don't know, 40 years now. 40 years from now, you'll be in close to 60, right? So, and what do you say to your 60-year-old self? What would you say to him if you were looking face to face?
I'm gonna ask him. What was your biggest success? I'd say. Honestly, I don't even know where I'm going to be in 60 in 40 years. To be honest, I have no idea. Like, I just hope I'm finished with this. Honestly, yeah, what's your biggest success and where you're at in life?
Okay. Okay. Good deal, man. Good deal. Well, from an old man to a younger man, don't stop building, man. Don't stop creating. Create
Oh, I ain't
every day,
stopping.
man. Create every day.
I ain't stopping. No.
All right. Even when times get tough and like, you know, you move on, you get yourself a couple, you know, babies and big family. Keep building, man. Influence your kids, man. Keep building. Just keep building.
Oh, I will force them.
All right, folks, don't forget, definitely go follow Nico Bricks on Instagram. He has a featured video on Beyond the Brick, and he was down in Brick Fair, Virginia. And he has he has the modular style of his building, which is shelf level. Was on Beyond the Brick, so definitely go check that video out. You can see their faces; they're in awe. It's awesome. Definitely go see it because their faces said everything that building was. So, with that, I bid you love, peace, and Lego. You guys have a good night.